Welcome to ForexTV.com's PM Exchange. It's Thursday, January 24th. I'm Remy Hoki. Today I'm joined by Ashraf Laidi from CMC Markets. Good afternoon, Ashraf.
Good afternoon, Remy.
Great to have you on the show today.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Well, at the end of the New York session, we're seeing U.S. equities rebound into positive territory. And as a result, we've seen dollar-yen touch 107 and the yen crosses rise. But also, we've been seeing euro-dollar breach 174.50 and is trading above that at this time. But going forward, given the turbulent moves we've been seeing in equities, which fundamentals are driving price action in the majors?
It's really what you said. You know, the people were saying, is the stimulus package going to be big? Is it going to be big enough? Is it not going to be strong enough? People said, well, so. You know, we had this bipartisan, package here, and you know, some people were complaining it's too small, it's too big, but the market thought it was good enough. The markets ignored existing home sales. You know, existing home sales came in and they fell, I think, within expectations, 2%. What else was there? The IFO survey, which, you know, here's the thing, it was a very good day for the euro. It was all about the euro. But you asked me about the yen, so I'll talk about the yen first.
Okay.
I really think that if, you know, I'm speaking to you right now in a 315. So assuming that the stock market doesn't really have one of its last minute surprises, you know, let's assume the stock markets end up higher. Let's assume that the stocks in Asia continue to do well. Then I really think that the yen continues to be weak, and I really like to sell the yen here into Friday against the euro. So I like to see the euro really regaining above 158, going to as much as 158.50. Dollar yen, I don't like it above 107.30. I think 107.30, it used to be a support, now it's a resistance. So 107.30 is a big resistance there in dollar yen, so just be careful there. I'll probably be a seller there into next week. But then again, next week we might have this another rate cut, so that may be bad for the yen, and you could see dollar yen going above 107.30, 107.40. But that's really what I think about the yen. Right now, if you really don't like the yen, you can sell it against the euro because the IFO survey today was very good. I mean, it was better than expected. And the head of the central bank of Germany, you know, Weber, he basically said that rate cuts talk is wishful thinking.
Okay, Ashraf. So the White House and Congress leaders have come to a decision on the stimulus package, but I think the market is focusing on the official Fed meeting, which is next Wednesday, January 30th. And we've been hearing continued hawkish comments from the ECB. So about how much do you think the Fed will move next week?
How much do you think?
At this point, I would say 25 for sure,
Really?
Possibly 50.
So what's your probability of 50?
I believe Fed funds futures yesterday afternoon were pricing in above 80%.
Yes. Do you know that the Fed funds, they had a probability of around 50% chance of a 75? I think that the jobless claims was okay. They were lower again. They were expected again to go up to 320. They fell to 301,000. That's a good thing. I think they will probably stick to 50. You know, and how incredible is this, Remy? You were just speaking here. You know, how can you say the word only and 50 in the same sentence? Who would have imagined that? You know, how fast and how far have we come? So basically, yes, I would think they would do 50. If they would do 50, I don't think the market is that spoiled to the extent that if they get 50, they're going to sell off. Unless we're going to get some more bad news on Monday and Tuesday, and we're going to get some bad data because there's the new home sales next week. And you know, then maybe the market may be crying for 75 basis points. I think they will do 50, and probably that would be good enough for the for the yen crosses here. It would be good for the euro dollar, you know, and it would sustain it probably above I would say around above 146.60.
Okay, Ashraf. Well, before we go into the major currency pairs, you did mention next week's